Hello, hello. Today we have a wonderful guest. I'm talking about Salome Camargo. And I'm sure that you are going to be inspired of this story. But the first thing that I want is Salome. Can you introduce yourself? Thank you for being here and just let us know a little bit about you.
Thank you, Linda. I'm so happy to be here. Okay, I am Salome Camargo. I'm a Colombian artist. I'm 22 years old. And yeah, I am a singer, songwriter, social media influencer, and actress as well, and TV host. A little bit long, but yeah, I started when I was 9 years old. I was one of the finalists of the X Factor here in Colombia. I got the second place. And since then, I just, started my career. I just follow that passion. I love music. I love songwriting. And yeah, I'm so happy to say that I've been doing this for a long, long time.
Wow. So we have many things that we are going to learn, and I'm going to learn because some stuff here I don't know, and I want to ask. So first, your passion for the music. So
Yeah.
when everything start?
Okay, everything started when I was, I don't know, like 7 years old. I remember that I used to sing my mom's songs, like, I don't know, Selena Quintanilla, Juan Gabriel, Rocío Dúrcal, like those artists that I had like no idea. And I just heard that music from her, and I was like, okay, I just started like singing and doing like melodies. And my mom, she works like doing, I don't know, like nails. And I remember that her clients told her like Salome has a beautiful voice. And she was like, I think so, but like my mom just felt like I everything I did like was beautiful. Like she loved it. And she was not sure. And yeah, I remember that I used to record myself just singing. I really enjoy to sing music from Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Lady Gaga, and I recorded those videos. And my parents were like, "Okay, like we think she's talented, but like she's our daughter, so anything she does, like for us, is beautiful. Like it's okay."
But wait a
So
minute.
yeah,
So you said like you start recording some music, also English music. So at
yeah,
that point, 7 years old, you were in second grade, probably
yeah, like
third grade,
first, second
something like
grade,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So at that, your school was, so you learn English there?
No, like I learned English like I don't know, the colors, the numbers, like it was like super basic, but I
So
remember that.
you had 1 hour every day in your school. It was not like a school like you have 8 hours in the
No.
classes were in English. No. Okay.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. When I did, I don't know how to say it in English, but I think when I was in first, second grade, I had like a normal English. Like I didn't know that much. But when I got to high school, I remember that my school was bilingual. But when I was 7, 8 years old, I had no idea what I was talking about. Like the songs for me were like I was just trying to reply them, like trying to do like I don't know like the artist, but I had no idea like the lyrics. So
Oh my
it was
goodness. So you didn't
crazy.
understand the meaning of the song.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
And okay,
No, no,
and
no.
how was that experience? So you thought like you were singing normal, yes?
Yeah, yeah, like I had no idea. I had no idea about pronunciation, about the lyrics. Like for me, I was just trying to be like those artists, but I had no idea what I was saying.
Do
It
you
was
have that
crazy.
recordings now? So you can see
Yeah,
that
I have
recordings?
I have a cover on YouTube that I want to show you. I have a link, and I remember it was a song by Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. And yeah, it's so funny because I don't know, I have like a little bit of cringe when I show that like footage, but I think it's nice because I don't know, I was so little, like I felt that music for me was so important. And I want to tell you a story. When I was 9 years old, and I decided that I wanted to be part of the X Factor, and I wanted to do my audition. I remember that I wanted to sing "No One" by Alicia Keys, and I had no idea about how to sing it. And one of my sisters, I remember that she learned English, I don't know, just over movies and songs. And she just, I don't know, she was like, okay, let's do this together. And she started to help me with the pronunciation. And when I did my audition, I had no idea about the lyrics, but she helped me with the pronunciation. And now I see those videos and I'm like, okay, I didn't have like that. I felt that I had like a strong accent or something like that. But no, I I just made some mistakes, but I was just 9 years old, and I started to learn English. So I have to say that my process with this language started with the songs, and I think it was like a nice experience because I love music, like it's my passion, and I've been learning a lot like through the music, and one of the things is the English. So
Yeah.
I'm so happy
But
to say that.
you said something like probably I make more some mistakes, so a few mistakes, but in reality sometimes it's us trying to criticize, trying to dig in what are our problems, and sometimes nobody listen that. So because
Yeah.
everything is about the context, so how you can express yourself, and when people want to listen, they want to listen to you, your words, everything that you are saying. Not they are not checking, okay, this was good, this was bad, this was good, this was
Yeah.
bad. So yeah, okay. When your career start,
In
the
the
X
X
Factor.
Factor. Yeah. I was 9 years old for that moment, and my parents were like so excited. They were like so thrilled. Like, we want you to be there, but like you you love music, so I think it's a good platform for you to show your talent. So my parents, like, they've been there like since I was like so little, and I started with everything. They support me a lot. And yeah, I decided to participate like on that TV show, and it was a great experience. I have to say that it was something like I had no idea like how big it was. I got the second place and I came back. I was like, what is going on? Like, the people, like, they were crazy. They were like, Salome, like, we love you, admire you. We're so proud that you're from Barranquilla. And I remember like the airport had to close like at some point because there were like a bunch of people, and I was like, what is
Ooh.
going on? Like, how is this possible? And I remember that yeah, like people like they were like wearing some shirts with my face and Salome, ta, 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 and I was like, no, like this is insane. So yeah,
But
I officially started my career at that moment.
okay, at that point, like you were very young, so 9 years old. So what scares you? So you felt so because not everything is nice. So and when you
Yeah,
go to perform, so do you remember?
like yeah, like every time like all the time I was so nervous. I remember that I just forgot the lyrics. I was so young, and sometimes when you get on stage and you see like the judges and you see like the people, you're like I don't know. We had six cameras at the same time, so it was like so much information, like it's going on and around me. So I felt so nervous, but it was so cute because we were so little. Like all the participants of that show, we were like, I don't know, from 8 years to 15. So everything was like we're just kids, we're just having fun and we're doing what we love. But I think that it scared me a lot. I All the time I feel like so nervous because I wanted to be like perfect on my performances. But yeah, I think that being there and just singing to the public and being like, oh my god, I have to do it, okay, because I really wanted to have the first place. So I was like, I want to go for that, and I wanted to do like the best thing that I could ever like do.
I ask this to Salome because when we are adults and we are learning English or we're learning something, we always look for perfections. So we always are concerned about what other people think about us, what
Yeah,
other people can say about us. Uh, and being an artist, I believe like you always focus so in what other people think about me. Do they
yeah.
like my stuff? are going to, I don't know, and especially because you are in social media, so you are doing many things,
Yeah.
and you are in front of the public all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Most of the
that's
time, I think that I'm concerned about what other people think about me, and I really appreciate when I was at that age, because my parents, like, I feel like isolated from that part. My parents were like, okay, like, we're going to manage your social media, like, we don't want you to see the comments, what people say, because some people, like, they're so rude. And I don't know, like, I was just 10, 9 years old, and people at that age start, like, saying things about you. And my parents were like, no, like, we don't want you to live that. We want you to have fun, to do what you love, and that's it. But yeah, I think that with this language, I've been trying to be like perfect. Not, I don't know, like, I have to say that sometimes I feel like a little bit scared, and I have like that fear of, I don't know, being on stage. And I usually like did my performances on Colombia, so I just had to speak in Spanish. But now that I've been, like, trying to expand a little bit more my career, and I just had to be on stage. And I don't know, like, I have Latin community, but I have American community, and I'm like, I have to speak on both languages, but I don't feel 100% like, like, good speaking in English. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I just have to let it be. I have to relax a little bit more, because yeah, I think that if you just like don't have like that boost of you can do it, like, you don't have to be perfect. But if you don't do it, like, how you're going to, like improve your skills. And I think that I'm on that process right now with English. But I think that these conversations like help me a lot, because first of all, I feel comfortable doing it with you, and second of all, like, not only with the English, I don't know, as I told you, being on a stage for the first time, having judges in front of me, like, it's like challenge and challenge. So I think that I'm like, since I started like this new career on the United States, on Miami, like, I think it's a new challenge that I have right
okay.
now, that I really want to do it.
You went to the United States recently, so you have
Yeah.
been now been both countries.
Hey, I want to say first that the first time I went to Miami, for example, I was 9 years old as well. And I remember that my dad, he posted a video on YouTube. I don't know. I don't have to say, he just uploaded a video on YouTube. And I was singing a song called Amor Eterno by Rocío Dúrcal. And one of the comments of that video, it was from a TV producer. And she was like, hi, like, I'm so interested on Salome, because we have a show here in Miami, Univision Studios, so we want her to be in our TV show. And my dad was like, is it real? Like, I remember that I didn't have passport at that time. So I remember that my dad just got in touch with her, and they started talking, and my dad told me, like, this is real. So we had to do like everything. I didn't have my visa, so we did everything in 1 week, and we just we went to that program. And it was crazy, because it was my first time at the United States, and being on a TV show with Don Francisco at the time. It was such an incredible experience. So I have to say that that first time I went to the States, it was very special, because I was there, and I was like, like, I want to learn a little bit more about this culture, about this country. I remember that, as I told you, like, my music influences like went through American artists. So I feel like I wanted to feel like more close to that. And it was amazing. I really loved it. And after that, I lived in Miami for 8 months, just trying to pursue my dreams and my career.
How old were
And
you there? At 9? No.
it was, yeah, when I went, like, for the first time, I was 9 years old. Yeah,
And
I
then
was
when
nine
you
years
said like you live for 8 months.
No, it was 2020. I was like 19.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I went just by myself. And it was the first time I was, like living my own, and it was crazy because I was in another country with no family, and I decided that I wanted to start like something new for me, and I really enjoyed. But a TV show just brought me back to Colombia, and I lived in Bogota for 2 more years. And after those years, I just came back to Miami, and now I'm living. I have to say that I decided that I wanted to be there.
Wow, so that means your career is full of risk. So like you
But
take some risk, and I like that. So because so that's of course this channel and everything that I do is related to English. How can we improve the English? And I believe like everything is mindset. So when you put something in your mind, um you just need to go and pursue it. Just go forward because you will have angels that they are coming in your side. Yes.
yeah, that is so true.
Yeah. But okay. But what about what about your people? What about your friends? So what did they say? Because proximity is important.
Yeah.
And you said in the beginning, like some people were very rude, but not only in that industry. I really believe it. Like people are in the way that they are just because they live different situations, and sometimes some people they don't know how to handle their own emotions. So of course
Yeah.
they can be rude. But
Hmm.
how you handle that? So what about your friends, and what about the people that probably you don't think like they are your friends, even if they are your
Yeah.
followers? So how do
Yeah.
you handle that? So
Yeah. Yeah.
how's that? So because we can learn about that from that.
Yeah. It's not easy, but I have to say that yesterday I had a conversation with my mom because I've been going through like a tough process with myself because I just realized that sometimes I focus on I want everybody to be happy with what I'm doing. So I feel like I'm not being like happy with myself because I've been trying to just I want everybody to talk nicely about me. And I think that is not the main point because you have to feel good with yourself. So, like I really appreciate that people love like Salome because of my personality, because like I am this type of person, and like this is what I am. So I've been working on that because sometimes like there's a lot of people just saying things about you and just try to like work on that because it's not easy. And I don't know if because of the hormones, or I don't know what's going on, but I've been like so
Hormones at
sensitive.
22, 21 years old. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but I've been feeling that lately, and I've been trying to work way more on that. But yeah, I think that you have to be happy with yourself. You have to focus on yourself, and I'm so happy and I'm so proud with what I'm doing right now.
People love you because you are authentic. So
Yeah.
and when you are the person that you are, um people you are going to attract more people because finally you are a role model. I always speak about proximity, like how
Mhm.
you can be surrounded of people that gives you more, like they are positive. You can
Yeah.
follow them because they are positive, or they can follow you, but you are enriching your environment. And sometimes like we just need um, to keep our distance with other people. Like
Mhm.
again, speaking about English, so some people are going to correct you all the time about your English, and so you just need to decide. So it's that's helping me, so that's helping me to improve, or that's just making a barrier. Like every time that I'm going to speak, if I'm with this person, I try to avoid to speak. So
Yeah.
and something that I heard recently, it was like sometimes when you are going to speak, so that happened to me when I speak with a few people, like we have 10 people.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm more cautious in the way that I speak. I don't know if that happened to
Yeah.
you when you
Yeah,
sing.
same,
And when
same
I
for me.
speak with that I have in front of me 100, 200 people, oh my goodness, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm just flying and I'm dancing, so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't know, like you think like when you feel comfortable with your environment, like everything like starts flowing, like and you don't realize, but like you're doing it very well. The only thing is that come on, you have to do it. Like you have to
Yes.
take the risk. And you said something like very important. I remember that I don't know, I had a person in my life that made me feel like some insecurities. And I remember that speaking in English in front of him, I feel like, am I doing it right? Like all the time, I feel like I was doing mistakes. And I was like, no, I feel so bad. And I'm a person that really enjoy, like, I don't know, if we are learning English and I do, I don't know, something that is not correct. If you tell me like, no, you can do it, you can say it this way, I feel good. Like I don't feel like what are you saying that? No, I love when you correct me, but I have to be comfortable with that person. And when you have that, when you're in that environment, like it feels so good and everything like starts flowing. And yeah, I think that thing that you said about when you're in front of people, like sometimes you're like so conscious about what am I saying, like you're like aware all the time, but when you're with people that you feel good, like everything like like feels good.
So every time that you are around of Salome, it's she's like boom, like wow, you are ready to explode, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful, and I'm sure that you have many many good things coming because
Thank you.
also uh, I believe in angels, and I always think like some people has an angel that is bigger, so they can every time that they speak or they it's like you see the light, and
Mhm.
I think you have the
Yeah,
light, Salome.
thank you. Gracias, linda.
It's true,
Mhm,
absolutely. So,
mhm.
um, I just want to say thank you, Salome, for this interview. It was nice conversation, and yeah, it's like we can relate this with our learning in everything because I know that it's not easy for you to go every time that you go on a stage. You feel like something like
Yeah,
really
those
good.
butterflies sometimes, like what's going on? But yeah, I feel like if I love like that feeling, when I get on stage and I feel like those butterflies, I'm like, this is a good signal.
That's good.
I love
Yes.
it is a good signal. And when you're talking about English, I think that if you're doing something with love and with passion, like everything is better. I feel that with my music, with this language, like I've been trying to relate them, and I love both, and it makes like everything much easier because now that I don't know, we're just surrounded by people of the industry, like this is true, like the English is like this language that you can connect with everybody. So if you're in Thailand, I remember last year I went to Thailand and I felt like, what am I going to do? But like everybody, like most of the people, they used to speak in English, so I feel like, okay, I feel like that connection. And when you can understand what they're saying, like you feel like, okay, it feels good. Yeah, good.
Yes,
I'm
and
sorry.
English gives you freedom. Went to Peru last 6 months ago or something like that. And even there, so even if I speak Spanish, so some people over there they just speak English, and you feel
Yeah.
like okay, wherever you go, you need English. English is important. And you spoke about discipline. Um, how is discipline in your life? So it's easy for you to wake up every day in the morning early or do everything?
Like every day is like different, but I've just tried to keep some things that make me feel good, like going to the gym, like trying to eat good, having like an hour for myself, and trying to rest. So yeah, I think
So
that
when you
those
said
things.
to have an hour for yourself during the day, so what do you do there? So to rest, to meditate, to what do you do for that?
I want to start meditating because I think it helps me a lot. Sometimes like you're handling like a lot of stress So I've been trying to meditate. I want to start it, like I haven't yet, but sometimes I just want to, like watch some YouTube videos. You know what I really enjoy, that it's, for me, it's crazy sometimes. I love to see like lifestyle videos. There are a couple of YouTubers that I see them, and they just like show like a daily, I don't know, routine, or like when they wake up, what they do, if they work remote. And I don't know, if I just want to stroll around Miami, or like, I really enjoy that. It relaxes me. It's weird, but I
And
really enjoy to
because
watch.
also you start dreaming more. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
some
and
things that you like,
and
and you said, I'm going to do this.
exactly. No, and I don't know, like I feel like that relation with some social media creators, and they're like, I don't know, like they're more aware, for example, of mental health, or some things that just, I don't know, social media just trigger those type of things. And I love like when they talk about that. And I don't know, like they show that sometimes they don't have a good day, and they don't feel like 100%. And I feel like, okay, it's not only me, like the people
Of
in
course,
general, like we
I'm a
have.
person.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like I feel good, because I feel that relation. I feel so related to that type of content, and it relaxes me a lot. So I'm just trying to, I try to put my phone aside and just try to focus on something different. But yeah, I think that I want to apply like different plans, like in different, like meditating, I don't know, like having, I don't know, like a dinner with myself, just me, and that's it. Like weird things that,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, it connects a little bit more with yourself.
I understand, and I like that. Also, I heard like you play in a movie.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, yeah. It was on 2021. Yeah, I was part of the cast of El Club de los Graves. It is a Disney Plus series with Carlos Vives, this
that
Colombian
was in
singer.
Spanish or that was in English? In
It was
Spanish.
in Spanish. Yeah.
Okay. And what are your plans? So tell us your future.
My plans. Okay. I think that with my music, I I want to take a time for myself to, I don't know, I call it like a lab, because you're exploring yourself, like you're exploring like new sounds, new people for songwriting, and you're trying to create like your own sound with I don't know how you like to, like how are your lyrics, like what do you want to talk about in your music. And I've been trying to do that with my music, and I want to take my time. So I've been songwriting a lot, like being on music camps, on music sessions, just songwriting for my project. So I'm working on that in music. But I've been doing like a bunch of castings for commercials, for TV shows, because I really love it. And in Colombia, I'm still working with brands, some beauty brands. Yeah, like mostly beauty brands, because it's something that I really enjoy to do. I love makeup, I love hairstyle stuff, and so I'm like so broad on that scene. I really love to do it, because I'm so happy to say that since I was 7, 8 years old, I've been living like with doing this, like with my career, with my music, being on TV. So I'm so happy to say that I'm doing what I love.
That's great. That's great. I have a question that I need to ask you because always I think about that. So, how's the process to write a song? So you think about something, you have an idea. It's like you are writing a poem, yes?
Yeah.
And then, so how you can connect? So how can you create the music? I don't know. Explain me because I want to know this.
No, there are different processes, but I think that the one that I really love is when you're with the music producer, and he starts like on a beat, and he starts like with some chords and a melody, and I start to like jam in on top of it. Like I start like doing like da, 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 like tatareo. I don't know how to say it. Like
Uh-huh.
we start like doing melodies, And after that, like you start like feeling the vibe of the song, and you say like, I want to talk about like my like I'm in love with someone, or I don't know, like I'm sad, I'm happy. So you
Yeah,
start
like
like feeling the
storytelling.
vibe. And I feel like more connected when it's something that I feel related to. If I just went through that, I don't know, if I had a bad relationship with someone, or if I don't know, I just try to make it not only about love, like with a person, like I don't know, my boyfriend, whatever. I try to relate it with family. I don't know, if I love my mom and I'm so grateful for her, for the things that she's been doing, like for me as her daughter. I I don't know. I like to talk about that. Like you, if I want to send it to my mom, like it's for her, you know, like so yeah, I've been trying to songwrite about things that I've been living, experiences. So I think it's way like it's easier for me. And I start, you know, like writing, like just writing some verse, and I see if I like it. And yeah, it's I think it's you have to be patient,
Yeah.
because like it takes, I don't know, 5 6 hours. Like I've been on music songwriting sessions, and it takes me, I don't know, 2 3 hours to write a song. But some of them like I spend 6 7 hours just doing one song, but I love to take my time. I really enjoy the
So you
process.
always
And
have the beat. So you need someone to give you first the music.
I've been doing like without the chords, just like doing melodies in my head, but I feel more comfortable if there's a beat and I just start doing melodies, like, you know, like on top of that melody. I feel
I love
like
that.
more comfortable. But yeah, there are a bunch of people like they do it like differently. But for me, it's like my the best way I can songwrite.
Wow. Okay. And another question. Who's your role model? Who's the person that you would like to be? Like similar. So of course you have your personality, but someone that you said, I want to be that person.
I don't know. I think that I love Dua Lipa.
Okay.
I admire her. I think like she's so pretty, like she's so talented. And I remember that I don't know, I think she's Albanian.
Mhm.
So she moved from Albania to London when she was 15 years old. She was
Yes.
so young, and she left like her family, her friends, to start pursuing her goal. And I think that you know, like hear that from like her story from me is like wow, like I admire her because of
Have you
what
met
she.
her?
No, not yet. I would love
Not
to. Like
yet. I love
one of
that. Not yet. Okay.
not yet,
Soon,
but
yes.
I would love to do like a featuring with her, because I think like she's amazing. And yeah, like she started doing trying to build her own sound. And I don't know, like I see her in her performances, and I don't know, like I feel like she really loves it. I don't know. I feel like something with her that it's so special. So I would love
That's great.
to meet her, to do something with her. And yeah, she's like one of my role models.
That's great. I just want to say thank you for this conversation. Was wonderful. I love it. I learned about many things. And yes, you are a human being and a very pretty person. Your soul is beautiful, and I'm sure that everybody saw that. So, where can people can see you? I'm going to put the links, but where would you like people can see all your work and everything that you are doing, and also your style, your because you fabric something, you work with fashion.
Yeah, I have my own brand that is called Say Love. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been working with some clothing brands like Puma. I'm one of her ambassadors. And yeah, on social media, my username is Salome CF. My two last names, Camargo Fadul, so Salome CF. I have YouTube, of course. I have my YouTube channel, Salome Camargo Music. You can see my official videos. My last release that is called Rayito de Sol, and there's like the official video. And what else? TikTok, Salome says as well. And yeah, I share like the things that I love to show you, my lifestyle, how is my reality. There's some things that I want to keep it like for myself, like very private, but most of the things like what I'm doing every day, I love to show you, so like we can be like connected on social media and you can see what I'm doing over my Instagram mostly.
Wow. We will follow you. So, and
Yes.
we love you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Salome. Thank you for being here.
So happy. I'm so happy to be part of it, because I feel like having this conversation and like knowing a little bit more about you, it I don't know, I think that makes me feel like, I don't know, like there's people like you that um feeds my process, like feeds what I'm doing right now. And I feel like you're gonna bring me like a little bit more of that confidence that I need to still like been working on my goal and my dream. So I feel so grateful for that.
No, thank you. Thank you, Salome. And everybody,
No,
thank you for another wonderful episode because I love doing these interviews. Thank you.